Alright, so we moving on to number 4.
4.
Which is the girl who was discovered helping her mom cleaning in the recording studio.
She was in the bathroom.
She was in the bathroom.
Cleaning the toilet.
She sure was.
And was humming. And she was singing. I can't remember what song she was singing. But she was jamming.
So, I had a little snippet. Because I thought you might know who she is. Her name is Evelyn Champagne King. And it goes a little something like this.
Just when you had your little wig on. You be in the house.
Kind of
With a brush, and you be in the mirror like,
why did you have a wig in your house?
my mama used to wear wigs. She wore her hair real short and pretty, and she'd put wigs on so I could sing in the house when I was a little girl. So I could sing and do all kinds of stuff.
There were no wigs in my house, but
come down.
She still sounds like this though.
We had wigs in the house.
You're stupid.
Deep in
oh, dang, wig. You know
she
what?
Right at the part that was good, but it's all right because y'all knew what we was talking about. But she also do. She burning my whole. I was listening to that on the way here when I couldn't get out the car, and the man behind me was an Indian dude, and I was in the car like. Dun, 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 dun,
She still rocks like that. She was on what's the
Way
show?
Black One.
Way Black One, and was rocking out on the ground.
She had her husband up in there.
Hot. That was the what? Joint.
That was the joint.
That was the joint, not the joint.
Not the joint one. The joint.
Alright, so now we are on number.
We're supposed to say the joint, not joint. That's the joint.
That's the joint.
Yeah, that's the joint.
Now we're on number 3.
We did my
Can't beat number 3 though, because
Ooh.
he is Philadelphia. He's Philly.
He's all Philly.
The group is all Philly.
I used to live. Well, his house on Norwood Street was only a couple doors where Sylvester lived. Right
Shout out
on
to
Norwood Street, and he lived a few doors down on Norwood Street in West Oak Lane.
Really?
East Germantown.
So the group we're talking about is Frankie Beverly
and Maze.
Now, I tell you, Tyler Perry really has kind of brought him back to the light on his movies, because anytime you hear like some good music, it's gonna be Frankie Beverly.
And you know what song we're gonna play for y'all?
Do you? You think something like this? Da, da, da. Da, 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 da.
Shit, you cheated me out of my whoa, whoa, but you make me happy. What?
That's hot though. Doom, doom, doom. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da.
We ain't at the da part.
I like it. It's the remix.
Get some old grandmoms in there dancing like
What?
them uncles. Ooh, living.
It's true though. I don't know. That's a hot song. That's one of the best Philadelphia songs. Like, anytime you hear that at a reunion, you know, your family reunion, can you?
All right, go to the cabaret, girl.
Or all the black folk, if we go into the Baltimore Crab Feast and somebody put that
I
on,
always want to do the electric slide on this song.
we want to do the electric slide on that, on every song on that.
We black people crazy.
Some of them juggers can't get back up. They be like,
Trying to bring it back.
reel it back up. No, that's a hot song.
Yeah, that was one. They play that everywhere.
He still sounds like that though.
Yes, he does.
Like, that's amazing. That's how you know God is giving you a gift, because you maintain that gift.
That's
all
right.
those years where some people fall by the wayside, or really,
And their voices sound bad.
or you never really could. Because nowadays you don't have to be able to sing because they can clean it up in the studio.
I don't want nobody cleaning me up. I want you to hear the real deal. And
You don't get that anymore.
No,
and every artist that we've done so far, those are the ones who really, really, really sound like that the whole time.
Exactly.
Unlike Patty Jackson, who was on the radio, and they were talking about Carrie Hilson, and she was like, yeah, she's really pretty, although she can't sing. And I was like, Patty, you really said that out loud? No, that's what Patty said. So, yeah. So, we're talking about real artists.
Shout out to Patty Jackson, because, girl, you keep it real.
She said, she's pretty, but she can't sing. Wow. So, we're talking about artists, real artistry, that you don't need auto-tune or whatever to clean it up. Like, whatever they do with
Photoshop for music.
Shut up. That's not really what you sound like. Nah. All right, so we're on, number two. Number two, one of the best
guy
vocalists of all time.
He was the teddy bear. He always had that nice fuzz, big old fluffy teddy bear beard.
And he knew he was hot.
Yeah.
Like, if you see him on so he knew he was hot.
He was the man.
You know, shirt all unbuttoned with the gold chains, and he whipping it around on the... Who was he whipping it to?
To all the ladies that was out there, honey.
Yeah, and I
didn't even know he was that smooth till I saw him on Unsung. I was like, you was the truth.
He's the bomb.
But we talking about number two is Teddy Pendergrass.
And it was Stephanie Mills too, right?
Yeah, she sang, they sang this one song that I really love was Feel the Fire.
Why don't you go ahead and do that? Because I'm not going to touch it.
I try to do a little something. Something that you told me stayed in my head all night long. You wanted me to love you when you said simply reach out and touch me. My love is in your hand.
And we love that song. And we love my sister for singing that song, because I would have butchered that song.
I did a little song.
That was, a perfect harmony of a blend of Teddy and Stephanie. And again, notice it wasn't booty dropping music.
Right.
It wasn't take your drawers off. I'm sorry, I just gotta say it like that. It was just really about love and chemistry.
And chemistry between two people who really, really was feeling each other.
It just wasn't, I don't know who wrote that song, but...
It wasn't no birthday sing.
No! It's such a big difference in what we're singing now. But even our artists that come out now, like Jill and Jasmine...
It's all poetry. It's about what they're feeling.
It's not about just, I gotta get a hot beat. Yeah, it's about the whole package. So we're on what? Number one.
Number one.
Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this artist live. But if you have...
This girl ain't no joke.
First of all, if you're sitting in the front row, wear a helmet. Because a pair of $500, $600, $700 pair of stilettos might hit you in your eye.
And she won't be getting them shoes back. Not that shoe. It'd be like the glass slipper sitting in a box with Patty's little label on there said this is Patty LaBelle's $600, $700.
Now this is my issue. I love Mariah Carey. I think she's very gifted. But Mariah Carey spent so much time trying to pull down her dress from the Baby Gap. That, if you ever watch Shake It Off, it's because your dang t-shirt is from the Baby Gap. When I pay $60 for a ticket, I want to see sweat,
blood and tears.
Absolutely. You need to roll around on the stage.
And she will. She'll throw her shoes off. She don't care what falls or where it goes. She ain't worried about none of that material stuff. She feels everything.
If the wig gets a little tossed, whatever, she's going to give it all to you. She is Patti LaBelle, Southwest Philly. She actually grew up, her house was maybe about 3 blocks away from mine when I lived on 60th and Catherine. And she is Philadelphia.
When I say she's Philadelphia, my husband used to play for the West Oakland Panthers. Shout out to you guys. And it was her team, her football team. And we would go to her house and we did stuff with her. This lady
is she a cook?
Yes. she can cook.
I noticed
she's known for her cooking. She has a book for diabetes patients and everything.
Looking out for people
She's
like
just so. What you see with her is what you get. There's no faking. What you saw with her on Different World, that was her. That's just who she is. She's straight up, and she loves her fans. And her security guard always had to keep her back from them because she always want to go up to people and talk to people and hug.
She's genuine. Yeah. So for the song, you're so silly. For the song that we picked, of course, it's gonna be a classic. It's not gonna be New Attitude, no,
or Somewhere. Her known song. No,
it was in elementary school when that came out.
I wasn't even trying to mess that song up.
No, and I'm really, don't be mad when I try to do this part in my tenor voice. But If Only You Knew is probably one of the most well-known Patty songs.
One of the most famous songs. We all love it.
I'm gonna do a little snippet so that I don't butcher it completely. Really?
No. It's just that's that part you hear when you say that song.
So it goes something like I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized.
You go, girl. So you ain't do that.
But when I get up the nerve to tell you the words, they just never seem to come out right.
Ooh, if only you knew. I can't sing it like Patty.
Can't nobody sing it like Patty.
How much I do love you.
And we do love you.
I love when she go, ah.
I mean, do that again.
Ah.
You so stupid.
Cause she got them sounds, and then she goes.
She got the faces.
Oh, good Lord. I ain't singing that part, but and she was classy for them hairstyles. She would cut you with her hairstyle.
Remember the joint? Y'all know. It looked like she had
A
gel
fan.
straight up. Like she had the mega size container of dippity doo. Right? And it was cut short too. Like you could cut your finger on the blades of her hair.
She had blades of steel on the top of her head.
I'm glad
she was known for the best hair, the craziest. I ain't say the best. But she had the weirdest hairstyles out of any singer.
You just didn't want to sit behind her at an award show.
People got mad.
I can't see. Can you bring it, lady? Right there.
Patty, don't hate on us because we messing with your hair, but girl, you know you want some crazy stuff.
You know. No. Yeah, so we love that song. We love Patty. Matter of fact, we really love all the Philadelphia artists. And we do have some shout outs because first of all, we gotta include Lufa with an F.
Vandross.
Who grew up where?
In Brooklyn, New York.
But moved to
Philadelphia. He went to Strawberry Mansion. I went there.
So we have them. We have Kindred. We have to give a shout out to
Kindred.
Floetry.
Because we didn't have enough room for everybody. But Floetry and Natalie and Marsha Ambrose.
And I have to give a special shout out to
she live in down South Street.
To some artists who embody the sound of Philadelphia, but they're not from here.
The OJs.
For the love of money.
They come here every year and they do the Oak Lane thing for us for free.
Yeah.
Who does that for free?
We love the OJ. OJs call me.
Oh, and without these guys, I know everybody say things or whatever, but Gamble and Huff, thank you for the sounds of Philadelphia.
So we have to give a shout out. We have so many people
from Philly.
We can't even begin to tell you, but every name that you hear is always going to provide quality music.
Exactly.
It's always going to be that rich sound that defines Philadelphia, where I believe, and I'm not knocking any other city, but our music stays around. It does the long haul.
And everybody does our music over. And I say, please, it's time. One thing I hate that Philly does not do, we don't support our singers, our artists. We got to support our artists because y'all going to come out with something and y'all going to want us to support you. So I'm going to always support 50.
All right, so we love you.
But God first, then us.
Us. And we'll see you next week
time.
on the what? 10.
Peace.